Hello everyone, I've got here the police patrol car from FunWhole. It's part of their Cyberpunk theme. It includes a light kit. Thank you to FunWhole for providing this set for my review. The contents include numbered bags for 3 building stages, an extra bag for tubes, a bag for specialty plates and bricks for cable management, as well as a minifigure, the instruction manual, and 2 bags for the lighting kit. The first thing the instructions advises us to do is to check the functionality of all the lights. There is a USB connector provided. I probably won't use it because I'll use this battery box that was also provided. The only thing that wasn't provided are these 3 LR44 batteries. The on-off switch is not located on the battery box, but rather this connector strip. Yes, looks like everything's working. Let's get this thing built. The routing of the wires have been easy so far, thanks to the specialized plates that FunWhole provides. They have the wires strategically going through all of the grooves, going in between plates and tiles. There were only a couple plates and tiles that I had to push on top of this thin gauge wire, and being so thin that it is, I had no problem pushing it down. It sits flush, and the lights still do work. I double checked. There's no way to secure these light panels in place by studs, but they're cleverly held into place by surrounding pieces. And this piece especially does a good job to conceal the wires behind it. With this compact size, the battery box is going to be well hidden within the final build. The build is complete. I'm going to go over my first impressions and cover some facts. The fact is, you don't have to apply any stickers. There's a lot of printed elements, even with subtle details. This police badge is printed, printing on the tiling and slopes on the back sides there, the wheel covers. The taillights are brick built, the headlights are brick built. The grille elements use these tube pieces, which is pretty cool, and a lot of droid arms. Oh yeah, the windscreen is printed too. It's pretty cool. It's textured as well. And the only wires that are really visible are these ones connecting the red and blue lights, which I think that looks just fine, especially considering this is a Cyberpunk car. I kind of want some wires showing. And you can see down in there where the battery box is, just a little bit peeking through that window. For the fact that the battery box is in the back here, I really want this to be a mid-engine car with the engine back there. We've got this big engine scoop up here. I would prefer this whole hood being smoothed over, being flat, and just imagining that it's being powered back here where the battery box is. I don't know, that's just a preference of mine. Now, also, it's hard for me not to look inside the car at the figure with the really blonde hair. It really stands out too much, and all of the studs showing on these modified plates with the slide. So, and the fact that there's only one seat inside the car. It just kind of is a little bit of an eyesore to me. I wish this canopy was darker tinted so we wouldn't be able to see so much inside the car. But let's try to take that distraction out by removing the figure. So this figure actually sits really snugly in there. And it's really cool how he just slides his back on the backrest right there and into the studs that are down there on the floor, so his feet connect to those studs. So there's a look at the interior. It's pretty smooth. With the figure out of the car, it's a little bit less distracting, but still, it doesn't look that good having a centered steering wheel and one seat. As far as the function of the car, it doesn't roll as well as I want it to. And I think it's because the tires are just really soft. When handling this car and driving it around, I sometimes forget that this thing has a light kit and a battery box, which is amazing how compact that is and how it all is integrated in. I can't wait to turn this thing on and drive it around. So let's go ahead and do that now. To access the on-off switch, just peel this up. There's the switch on the panel. Flip it. Oh yeah. Wow, these lights look so realistic. Look at the headlight beams onto the table. That's amazing. And look how bright they are. Wow. Love the flashing blue and red on top. It's not completely synchronized. One's blinking faster than the other, but it kind of changes things up. It's kind of nice. With the lights off, it's a little bit harder to see in the interior, which is a good thing in my opinion. Wow, it looks great from every angle. Yeah, it's showing through these white bricks, the taillights, but look at it from this perspective. There are 2 brick-built barricades included as well, with printed tiles on each side. There's extra printed tiles. I guess maybe this is like a scratched up version of the same thing. Same with the wheel covers. It's like a dented version of that. So maybe if you don't want that clean look, you can give it this dented look. This set retails for $40 US on their website. However, there's some sales going on. You can get a good discount. And you can certainly pick this up on Amazon. Right now it's $29 US on Amazon. I think that's a fair price. I find it convenient that the car fits back into the box in case you want to store it later on. Just make sure you turn off those lights. However, the flaps get in the way, so you'll probably have to make some cuts in those flaps for it to close properly. There, just like that. I'm truly intrigued that FunWhole has dropped in on the 8-stud wide car scene. This is great. We need more of this from them. Although we need some improvements. Darker tint on the windows, please. The age rating on the box is a little bit misleading because this is totally built for play. It's very durable. I'd recommend this for kids that are much younger than that. In fact, I'm gonna let little Green Brick play with it, and he's 3. It's really well built. Might need a little bit of help from mom or dad wiring it up, but I think the price tag is very fair, very competitive for a toy product. Let's enjoy some more shots without the lights on.